morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Kelly Kennedy.
And I'm Gigi Pagel.
The College and Career Center hosts colleges every fall for all students to visit. We go to Will Joseph with more.
Many different college representatives come to RHS during the fall to help students with any questions they may have about their college. College and career technician Jacqueline Sider believes there are many benefits to students attending these visits.
So the main objective of the college admission representatives when they come on campus is to answer students' questions, let them know about what the important things are, like what's the food like? Is it a D1's athletic school? You know, what are the football games like? What are the dorms like? Are there any other fees that are associated outside of their tuition that they see advertised? All of those nuances that they can't really get from just reading a brochure. So again, it's a really great opportunity for students to get all of the information that they need to make a really good decision on the next 2 to 4 years of their life.
Sider explains that many students do not even know about these visits and the benefits of attending them, despite her effort to increase attendance.
So we are having an issue with students attending these events. However, I've tried everything. I've tried before school, after school, during the day, lunchtime, and it seems like a lot of students are just not aware that these events are happening. So I'm trying to get the word out and letting parents know too that these are opportunities that are very unique and that they should be taking advantage of checking out these great schools.
Some students believe that a lack of promotion is contributing to the struggling attendance.
I feel like they should advertise it more. I feel like that would get a lot more people to go. I've personally never been the one, but I definitely would if I knew about it. I
just really want to invite students to come out. The reps are great. They're nice people. It's usually about a 20-minute, session. It's very informal. You can bring your questions or you can just sit and listen. But please come on out and support those admissions so that we can keep those great schools coming out to Roseville.
Thanks, Will.
emcee tryouts are on October 23rd in the foyer during both lunches. One emcee from each grade is needed.
In other news, sign your club up for a fundraising booth at next week's bonfire through the form in your student email.
Additionally, the Think Pink Rally for Breast Cancer Awareness Month is today during one lunch in the amphitheater.
And now we go to Sienna Moffat at the sports desk.
Good morning, and welcome to this Friday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Sienna Moffat. The Roseville Tigers face off against Inderkum in what we like to call the Tiger Bowl. Roseville enters this game 7-1 overall and 4-0 in league. Roseville averages 29 points per game and 314 yards per game. Inderkum also comes in 7-0 overall and 4-0 in league. Inderkum averages 50 points per game and 435 yards per game in comparison. Roseville's player to watch will be none other than senior Joel Bradley. Bradley only had 5 catches over his last 2 games and is due for a breakout game. Inderkum's player to watch is junior quarterback Ricky Cole. Cole put up 5 passing touchdowns in his last outgoing against River Valley. Roseville will be able to limit Cole by not letting him escape the pocket. In other sports news, Roseville has seen lots of success on the tennis court this fall. Tennis has been serving all season, majorly due to the increase in players. We go to Natasha Nikiforov with more on the tennis package.
Girls tennis is experiencing a surge in the number of girls joining the team this season. Due to word of mouth and coaches Mr. and Mrs. Ericart encouraging girls to join the team throughout their PE classes, the sport has increased in popularity at Roseville.
We have a great group of girls that have a ton of fun together, and they just generally or naturally recruited each other a couple years ago. And I think it's just the fun factor. The fun factor that means that they have a good time with each other, and that just is contagious.
The courts are not only seeing an increase in number, but also an incredibly fun environment filled with camaraderie and inclusivity. The strong relationships between duo players as well as everyone on the team is what motivates the team to do good in the season.
Because even though it's like a single sport for the most part, with doubles, it's like everyone there to cheer you on really helps out with like motivation and stuff like that.
From playful banter during practices to cheering on teammates during matches, the girls enjoy every moment on the court, mainly due to the coach's outlook on growing to be better not only as players but people overall as well.
A healthy, fun environment is always beneficial no matter what you're doing, and Mr. Ericart and I try to keep it fun, competitive, finding that balance between the two, and in hopes that not only can the program grow, but girls want to work hard and want to get better.
Thanks, Natasha. Girls tennis will look to continue their success at their singles and doubles championship next Tuesday and Wednesday. Before we go, here's the game schedule for the weekend. Today, both boys and girls water polo have day one of their CVC League tournament, and as previously mentioned, football faces Inderkum. Tomorrow, boys and girls water polo have day two of their CVC League tournament, and cross country participates in the Flat Sack Invitational. And finally, on Monday, girls golf sends Maura Kreiner, Grace McNally, Jasmine Hale, and Marciela Santana to the San Joaquin Section D2 tournament. Athletes, remember our next edition of Top Plays is coming up. Submit your highlights by scanning the QR code on the screen or heading to our link in our Instagram bio to be featured on the show. And that's all on your home for Roseville High School sports, top plays, breakdowns, and more. I, the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Sienna. On Wednesday, Roseville's drama department hosted its annual fall play, this year's production being Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And despite a lot of technical problems and overall cheesiness, it was just like most of the other school plays, a lot of fun to go see. Don't get me wrong, the play wasn't the best, but that doesn't mean it's a flop. You can tell that everyone working on it had a lot of fun, and it was actually really funny compared to other productions. The play was relatively short, both acts being only about 35 to 40 minutes each, but that doesn't mean there wasn't any boring parts or filler, which I would say worked out well. I really enjoyed all of the actors, and they played their roles so well, especially the actors who played the children. They were actually funny for the most part, and their acting was better than you would expect. Another cool thing in the play is that they were able to get the dance team to be the Oompa Loompas, which was really cool, but the songs they sang after every kid disappeared was a little too goofy, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun. For the entire first act between scenes, they played the Lollipop song, and I felt like I was going crazy, but thank God they didn't keep it going in the second act. Overall, the production was a lot of fun if you look past the cringiness, and I definitely recommend you go see it this week and next week if possible. In other news, it's a very big day for video game releases, as Super Mario Wonders drops, as well as Spider-Man 2. Tune in Tuesday for a full breakdown of these games, as A&E editor Noah Whitaker has been waiting for 2 years to cover them. One more thing. Stick me in the ICU or keep me in the waiting room, because Boy Genius has returned with a new EP, The Rest, and it is punishingly good. There are only 4 songs on this EP, but that didn't stop Phoebe Bridgers, Julian Baker, and Lucy Dacus from giving us motion sickness because of how good it was. Each musician was given their own song to shine in that carries a personal message from each of them, plus a song blending all 3. For a more in-depth review, check out the article on iTheTigerNews.com. I'm Alyssa Davis, and now we go back to news.
Thanks, Alyssa. Peer helping held an assembly recently for the underclassmen. We go to Kiki Wheel with more.
On Wednesday, RHS Peer Helping Program held this year's first round of assemblies, being open to all students that wanted to attend, as well as the usual PE and health classes, with freshmen. Valerie Erb has loved this program and her peer helpers who helped her set up the assembly.
Down seeing my students stand up in front of the school with the mic in their hand and share their heart. It's so touching to watch your own students carry a message that's so important and care about it and care about others. It's really cool.
With the theme of the assembly being love languages, the peer helpers helping with the assemblies believed it's an important topic to cover.
It was great. I had a lot of fun. We started off with the hug off, and I had my partner Aurelio. We did great. I feel like we did really good. I did the introduction, so basically I introduced like everything. I wrote it on my hand. We did gifts, kind words, kind actions, quality time, and physical touch. So
I was speaking in the assembly, so we had probably about 6 of us up there speaking, different peer helpers, kind of covering different topics.
Freshman Bailey Blackburn really enjoyed the assembly and really appreciates the peer helping program helping her adjust to being a new student at RHS.
They're definitely way more interactive and way more like they bring you into it, like you feel like you're experiencing it with them too, the peer helpers.
Thanks, Kiki.
That's it for us today on I'm the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at iTheTigerNews.com. See you next time.